Okay, no, but like that ass, we actually need like a new catchphrase because like we don't even have a catchphrase now that I think about it.
What's cooking, everybody? Or wagwan, bitches. Or
That sounds like the least enthusiastic catchphrase I've ever heard in my entire life, bro.
well, do you have any better fucking suggestions? Because I think that's the only thing we've got for now, mate.
Of course, I don't have any better selections, bro. Suggestions?
Suggestions, you fucking
suggestions. Okay, no, this is actually whack, bro. We actually had the best intro before, and you didn't press fucking record. You didn't press record. We actually had the best intro.
No, alright, no.
And now look at you, you're dead. Now you're dead. You're dead. You lost all the energy. You spent it all.
Allow me, okay? I'm tired. I just got back from a long day at work. Alright, allow me. Okay? Just shut the hell up, bro. You came late anyways, man. You came late.
I did not come late.
Alright, no, but okay, catchphrase time. So what can we call our viewers? What about, oh my god, I've had a great, we can call them slaves. Slavsky, slaves.
No. I mean, now that I think about it, they pretty much are slaves. Like we basically patronize
people
them
to listen to this shit.
Force them to watch this episode.
Every time we post on Slavsky, I send everyone messages like, "Hey, new episodes out," and everyone's just like, "Yo, shut the fuck up. We don't care."
That's literally every single episode, bro. I actually feel bad for
terrified.
them, bro. It's like that. They should.
They
like,
see
I
that
think,
they
I think
see
our
the
podcast is like report worthy.
They
bro.
see the whatchamacallit. They see the Insta story of me being like new episode, and they're already fucking terrified that they're gonna get a DM.
Yeah, they're already muting their Instagram notifications, bro.
Pretty much.
Like, nah, but like I don't know if I'm. Anyways, catchphrase is slave. That's a no-go. That's for sure.
Do you think,
no-go,
do you think
no-go
Spotify will like put some clamps on us if we do that?
No, but calling your source of slight income.
What income? We've not made a single dollar off this.
That's cap. We made like 30 cents, I think.
How? Oh wait, that's a good point. I've not checked that. Hold on. Wait, Spotify. I know. Hold on.
We made something. It did not pay for anything. It's pretty much nothing, but you know, we made something.
Hold on. Wait, there's a royalty share? What the fuck?
Obviously, yeah.
No, wait. I'm confused, bro.
You're confused. I'm confused, bro. That's mean. Maybe it's tough. Maybe it's fine. I don't even know that. Right.
Okay, so stream revenue calculator. Go to royalty calculator, music gateway. This is what I used last time. Yeah. So we'll put it in euros, and we have
grand total.
No. We're not revealing that. Chill out. Relax. Jesus. How much do you think we made?
Maybe a grand total of who knows, bruh.
Honestly, it's actually really funny. No, sorry. So on Spotify would be 3.8 euros. On Apple Music it would be 4.8 euros. Deezer 4.5 euros. Amazon Music 4.8 euros. But YouTube. Obviously, YouTube is the most used for podcasting. We should really hop on that as soon as possible. But I don't feel comfortable doing it with not having video feed yet. I don't know. I just feel like, what's the point of putting it on YouTube? I see one like point of view where it's free to use. Yeah, but we would need to literally censor the living hell out of this so that it would get even considered for monetization, right? No, because YouTube, like if this was back in 2010, it'd be a good solution. But these days, it's not really worth it anymore. YouTube has just become soft. It's just become a company of people. So, like the creators that have been on since God knows when on YouTube, I feel like they've just fallen off to the mass fucking cultural wave of cancel culture. People not being interested in the same things they were before. And that's the same with us. But the main thing for it is just, I'm waffling now, but revenue. We can't make revenue off YouTube. It's impossible, right? You expect...
Unless we go out of our way to actually like...
Be family friendly.
Edit the episodes properly. Bleep out every single bad word. Then yeah.
I don't know. It's not even about the bleeping. I don't think the bleeping would even work. Because it's your intention. Does it? Okay. But my point being, we're not capable of going 45 minutes to an hour and a half talking without being degenerates.
Of course not. That's why we have to bleep out everything.
Do you really think the guy that works for us that we don't pay, he's a slave?
Yeah.
He's literally a slave, bro. He's a slave. Do you think our slave, sorry, works for us? To like, do you think he'd want to work more?
Nah, our editor, he's poor.
Our editor is literally his spirit animal or like person of his previous life. I bet he was like just like a really big stoner that just didn't give a shit about anything. And he misses messages, he misses calls. And then once every month he like wakes up and he's just like, oh, I guess I'll check Messenger. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much him. But he doesn't smoke weed. So I don't know. It's just fucking weird. But he does the job.
Know, man.
It's good enough. It sounds well enough for me, at least my ears.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie, even when I was editing the episodes back then, I think it sounded pretty good too.
You're an L.
Nah. We have to make what we could. We have to make with what we had, you know?
Jesus Christ. Alright, let me put you in a hypothetical situation, right? So, you have a girlfriend, right? You're chilling on the bed. You're chilling on the bed, right? You're going through Instagram. She is but isn't paying attention, and out of nowhere, because you're a man and you have female friends other than her, you follow women. Okay, I know for most men it's incomprehensible subject, but you follow women on Instagram. Okay, you start going through stories, and out of nowhere, it's just some girl that you know posts like a gym progress pic with her ass absolutely like just. How would I say this in like vyšpulená prostě like just sticking out. Yeah, it's just like, sticking out, but in a way that it's meant to be sticking out. Yeah, and it's like one of those. It's one of those like one of those, but it's like a rewind. What do you call it? What's it called? The Instagram thing where it like goes back and forth. What's it called? It's like a zigzag loop. No. Alright, let me wait, hold on.
It's called a rewind? No, we said no, it's not a rewind. It's a real bro. What is it? Okay, we're actually dumb. Holy, we're dumb. We're actually like not social media.
Hold on, I got it. Wait.
It is called a
loop. Zoom. Alright, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. People know, okay? They know what I mean.
Boomerang! It's called a boomerang.
Takes so fucking long. Alright, nevertheless, yeah, that comes out. That just like comes straight at you, flying at the speed of a Russian missile, right? What do you do in this situation? How do you react? The woman sitting next to you has seen it. And now she thinks that you are an indecent human being. How do you cover? How do you get out of this conundrum?
I mean, at this point, she's only looking and waiting to see how you will react to that situation. And at that point, there's only one thing you can do. That is literally get off of that post
application,
screen story,
throw the phone
as fast as
throw
you
the phone
can.
on the other side of the room.
Throw the phone, close the app, move on to the next story as fast as you can. Don't even stop to like look. Nah, you just gotta. You see that there's an ass there, doesn't matter whose it is, boom, gone. Skirt, you gotta leave right away.
Right.
And be like, and just act as if you never saw it in the first place. You know? Pretend it was never there. Just never there at all, fam.
That's crazy.
Nah, but like, hey, yo, anyways, you were telling me about, like a few hours ago, you were telling me about how you were so tired from work and shit, and how, like, you kept traveling and shit. So I was actually gonna ask you, right? In your opinion, right, what do you think are, like, some of the, like, best countries to, like, actually, like, live in if you were to move out? Cause, like, me, you know, I'm gonna be finishing med school in, like, in a long-ass time, right? And it's not like a guaranteed thing that I'm actually gonna stay in the Czech Republic. I might stay, I might not. I don't know. I'm leaving it open. But like, you as like an avid traveler, I mean, I've done quite a bit of traveling myself. But like, what do you think are some of like some like top 10 like living countries? If you know what I mean.
I don't know, bro. I'll say the one thing that everyone's probably been thinking. I'll get the English-speaking countries out of the way. I would not like to live in America, any part of it whatsoever.
Honestly, I'm not gonna. Deadass, I feel like.
No, that's the one thing that when you were like younger, you were just like, yeah, I'm gonna move to the US, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You get older, you get access to Twitter, and you get access to non-filtered media that is like just posted by regular people, and you realize, maybe this country ain't actually that good, cause you got a bit of racism there, a bit of unnecessary gun violence there, a bit of police brutality there, a bit of uncontrolled this, that, big blah 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 there and there and there. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like the United States of America are really not what they tell everyone they are, and
for sure.
I feel like the only reason that this illusion of said country being really great is still a thing is because they actually fail to educate their citizens or children on what the outside world may look like. The only thing America knows is that Russia, bad. Middle Eastern people, bad. Europeans, really weird people that don't weird. They wear different clothes. Blah, blah, blah.
Germany. Yeah.
Not anymore. But you know, we move.
Go,
oh, I have a fun story about that. I had a guy who went on holiday to Germany with his dad, to like his family. Right? They got there, and his dad was in awe. He was just like, "Why don't these people speak English? We beat them in the war." Bro really forgot that the only reason America joined the war is because, well, the Japanese just bombed them for no reason whatsoever, and they got a bit angry. So they threw a little kiddie hissy fit, and then just like went to fight the war.
A little kiddie hissy fit. That was a big hissy fit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll be honest.
If we're gonna be specific, they dropped 2 hissy fits.
Oh, the bombs. Oh, yeah. No, listen.
Yeah.
Americans think they like won the war. They didn't. The Soviets were doing their thing. The British were doing their thing. You know, they just came like bare at the end and just gave a little bit of a push towards it. You know.
I'm not like a history nerd, so I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not.
But like, yeah,
I'm not 100%
right.
a history nerd either, but I know quite the basics.
I don't even know the basics.
Canada's too weird. I don't know. I don't. I'll say it this way. I'm English. I've never lived in England properly. I don't like England. I think it's turning into the US in some aspects. Canada's the same.
But the thing is, like,
no, you're
in
one
my
of
opinion,
no, but
like,
you're
when
a
it comes
prime
to...
example of that. You're not really Canadian, like, are you? You're sure you grew up there, but none of your family or blood relatives really like Canadian. They're, you know, immigrant parents.
I mean, because here's the thing, right? In America, right, you have yeah, America is also built on the foundation of a whole bunch of immigrants and stuff like that. But I'd say like the grand majority of the people in America are still like your stereotypical like white people.
No,
you know? Like Americans.
So just for the audience, for the audience, when we say white people, we don't mean me or any other people living in like Europe per se. We mean American white people because they're dumbos. They are. Not all of them, I must say. I've met quite an amount of white Americans that are fairly smart and fairly cultured when it comes to the outside world. The vast majority of them are just racist pieces of shit that have never amounted to anything in their lives. I'll be honest. I'm really honest because I've met those types as well.
Okay, but you didn't need to go that far with that. But yeah, that's the idea, right? And Canada, in the way of that, it's built on a lot of immigrants, is the same as America. But the thing is, the immigration aspect, like the immigrant aspect of Canada, has stayed the same. As in, there aren't that many like white people, like dumb like white people there. Like I'd say like a good majority of people are still like for example, you see a lot of black people in America, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Indians, but they've adopted the entire American lifestyle and like mindset. Whereas Canadian immigrants, or like people who've emigrated to Canada, they've kept their culture. They've stayed like maybe a bunch of like Arabs, for example. They've stayed and continued to be Arab in Canada. Same with Mexicans, Spanish people, Czech people. A lot of Polish people are there as well, and so on and so forth. So it's like, I'd say Canada's honestly not the same at all. Yeah, we're the same in a lot of aspects when it comes to culture and things like that. But when it comes to people, nah, we're completely different. Completely different from them. So, honestly, Canada definitely way above the US, I'd say. Like, in my opinion, for most, if we're gonna do like a top 10 list, I'd put like USA at a solid like 10. And Canada would be at like a good like 4.
Oh, like 10's the worst, 4 is like one of the better ones.
Yeah, I give like 4-3 to Canada.
Okay. The thing is with me, I do not like the Western world style of living. It is very, it's not straightforward enough. If you have an issue, you call someone about it instead of doing it yourself. You rely on money too much, in my opinion. You rely on the government too much, in my opinion, right? Well,
not the government, but more like
trust
services,
me, government as well. If you're like living, for example, in England, a lot of people take government benefits for no reason whatsoever. But
I mean, if they're giving it out, why not?
That's a bad mindset, mate.
How's that a bad
Because
mindset?
it hurts your country if you do that. It's like taking money out of... It's like you do that and you take a certain amount of money out of another budget, you know?
Okay, yeah.
And now it's not
thing,
just you
right?
doing it, it's another 10,000 to 100,000 people doing it every month. So that's my issue with it, right? So now, Eastern European countries, when I say, or let's say Central, because we're not counting Russia or Ukraine or Belarus or them lot. Well, let's say Czechoslovakia, Poland, Baltics as well. These countries that are like post-communism countries, we have developed so far, yet we still have the qualities, or at least the older people have the qualities of communism, right? So it's like, we've spoken about this before, where it's, I have a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who will help you if you help that friend's friend, right? That's the way it works here. Yeah. I've experienced it. It's a beautiful thing. Trust me, it's very nice. But our generation, or not our, maybe even younger, like we're 21, so you're 21, right? All right, we're 21. I see 14, 15-year-olds acting like complete mongrels, mate. Like, just... Like, do you know...
But I feel like that's just like just the whole like
media,
technology generation.
It is, and it's not nice. So
Gen Z's, bro.
See, I'd put so you got USA at 10, Canada at 4. I'll put England at a solid 6. It's not the worst, but it's not the best, right?
Okay. Yeah, I respect that.
The Czech Republic, whilst it is the second best economically developed countries, like Slavic countries. The first one would be Slovenia because of it's really small, so they don't really have to spend that much money on infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
For a Czech, I'll give it, out of this list, I'll give it a solid fucking... honestly, I'd put it on number 1. Out of the countries we have like named to use here, I'd say number 1, honestly, because we're 7th or 6th, I can't remember, in healthcare, whilst Poland is like 34, right?
Healthcare in the Czech Republic, I'm not gonna lie, is
it
amazing.
Really is, and it's something that we should be proud of, to be honest.
And you know, it's actually insane to me how people, especially the older generation, they still complain about.
Oh, it's because they haven't experienced it elsewhere. You know, it's normal. It's normal. If you haven't experienced it elsewhere,
like they pull up. I mean, yeah, they don't know what.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
have.
It's Czech people are like that. They complain about everything, even though there's no real reason to. It's because they haven't really gone out and looked into the world, in my opinion. I've seen people in villages in Czechia really complain about where they live and why it's so wrong and bad and how the government doesn't do anything about it. The government really has nothing to do with your life and how you've screwed it up in most situations, right?
Fact.
When I was in Hungary and I was looking at these little villages on the way to Budapest, it was terrible, bro. Broken windows, no footpaths, anything. It's just clapped, right? It's gone. So for these people to complain, honestly, in my perspective, it's a bit dumb. In their perspective, it's the smart thing to do. But in reality, things are different due to the fact that they just haven't seen what the outside world looks like, right?
Yeah, I've mentioned this definitely in the past before. Like here, you I don't know, you get injured some way or another, break your arm, whatever. You go to the hospital.
Done in half an hour.
You're out of that hospital within
half an hour. Yeah.
Within an hour, you're out.
Definitely. Okay. So,
you break your arm anywhere else, like England, America, bro. You're there all day. You'll get a cast maybe this next day.
You get put on the premium list for a week.
Yeah, for real. Like in America, you'll be put on a waiting list for a few days even sometimes. Depending how bad it is.
Americans don't even use hospitals, bro, because they'll just get into debt. That's another thing.
On top of especially.
Let's go on and talk about
honestly, but for me, honestly, I'm gonna put a Czech at a respectable. If I'm gonna have Canada at 3,
you put Canada at 4.
I put Canada at 4. All right. You know, I'm gonna bump Canada up to 3. And I'm gonna put Czech at 2.
Okay.
I might change it though. I might change it in the future, but I'll put a respectable.
All right, I'm on number 1. All right, listen. Poland. We're going to Poland. Poland, whilst its base treasury is bigger than ours, the sheer size of Poland in comparison to us is 2.5, 3 times bigger, right? I believe.
Yeah.
They don't have the resources to just help the whole country. So what they did was they just focused on the cities. So sadly, it's kind of sad. On my way to Ukraine, I saw many villages that have just been forgotten about and just put in the dumps. But Poland, when it comes to your rights and whatever, maybe not the best for women, but that's not for us to discuss because we're not women, right? I put it on the same level as Czech, but because everything there is cheaper, whilst they get paid less, obviously, but sometimes it's just not enough for them. So that's why there's so many of them abroad. Poland complains about their government. I can see why, but on the other hand, Polish people have the mindset that, okay, I will move to another country until my country becomes good enough to live in, right? But that's never going to happen if you're not in that given country voting, paying your taxes, you know what I mean? It's just like a never-ending spiral with Poland. because so many of its citizens just abroad and refuse to pay Polish tax. They just don't want to, and they sit in these other countries like England, Belgium, Germany, and they're like, I will go back when it is better. They won't get better.
Okay, but I'm not gonna lie though, but I feel like when you say that a lot of Polish people, that how they go out of the country, go abroad to work, study, whatever, I feel like that's not 100% true, because at least if you were to compare them to other Slavic countries like Czech Republic, Slovakia, and whatnot, Polish people for the most part stay within the country compared to Czech Republic and Slovakia. Especially when it comes to education. When it comes to education, they stay because they have good universities in Poland.
In comparison to ours, they don't. Honestly.
Czech Republic has a good university.
Yeah, they do.
But Poland has better universities than Slovakia.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that. Poland, I'd give it a solid. If we put in Canada, you know what? So Czech's at 1 for me. I'll put Poland purely because of its similarities on number. This isn't biased or anything because my girlfriend's Polish. It's just how I feel when I'm in Poland. I feel like it's the exact same country, except for some Western quirks implemented into it.
Honestly, but Poland also has one advantage over the Czech Republic, and it's actually how we mentioned at the very beginning with its big cities, how the government focuses on that. I'd actually take that as an advantage because of the fact that it's more, I guess, a little bit more westernized.
But that's not an advantage, bro.
No. As in the way that there's going to be a wider variety, for example, of cuisine, different cultural foods, whole bunch of bigger variety of services.
Definitely not compared to us, due to the fact that nobody wants to go there. Like, honestly, the only people I've seen in Poland, from my experience, might not be the truth, but from my experience at least, I've seen a lot of people that are just there for either studying. They don't work there, they don't make their own shops there or whatever, they just study there, and the other people I've seen there are like Vietnamese people that are here as well, right? They're everywhere. The same thing. One place I did bump into, but I'm sure that would 100% be in Prague, is like a sushi place. Yeah, it's like normal here. Czech really is developed much more than Poland. They won't admit it, nobody will admit it. This isn't a diss, this isn't me trying to roast anybody, this is just my opinion. That it's just culturally, and when it comes to social behaviors, we are the same. But when it comes to how our governments have kind of used our resources, Czech's definitely up by a couple of notches. Yeah, It's not only because we border Germany, it's because we border Austria as well, fairly rich country. That's kind of played into our cards. Slovakia, on the other hand, our little brothers, or, well, they don't want to be seen as that, but they are our brothers. They are quite not there yet. They've made, in my opinion, a few mistakes when it comes to, joining the EU was a good call, but accepting euros when your economy is kind of unstable was not a good call from them. Yeah.
I ain't about that politics, so I can't really comment on that.
Let me say it this way, right? What would happen is all the prices would just go up. Yeah, all the prices just went up how do I say this? Astronomically went up. Well, back in 2000 something when it took euros. Whilst we kind of stayed with our Czech crown and we're doing quite fairly well with it. There's talks about taking euros in the near future, which I support because our country, I think, is kind of leaning to it being a successful change to euros, while Slovakia's wasn't. But yeah, that's basically their crisis. So like, whilst the Slovakian man will make less money than a Czech man, for example, in their country, the petrol and fuel prices are still more expensive than here. Yeah. Put it into that perspective. That's the cause of it, pretty much.
Aye. So, anyways, long story short, I think I'd put like Poland and Slovakia. I'm gonna put Poland at 4, Slovakia at 5.
Okay, respectable. Germany. What are we saying
That's
about
all.
Germany? Because
Wait, where are you putting Slovakia?
I'm
by the way?
putting Czech number 1, Poland number 2, Slovakia number 3, Canada number 4, England. I'll stay at 6, and USA 10, 100%. Actually, no.
Okay.
USA number 9. I've already got my. I
Okay.
just spotted my 10.
Okay, all right. So next country, we got
Germany, bro. Yeah, you do you. I'll add my comments afterwards.
I'm not gonna lie, Germany. Again, pretty westernized country, I'd say. Pretty. See, when it comes to politics, I ain't about that. I'm gonna say things that actually like interest me about the country. So when it comes to Germany, right? They got a lot of, again, westernized, but they still keep the culture. When it comes to Slovakian countries, like they're Western Europe, and they've adopted a lot of modern technology and cultural themes and things like that, I guess you could say. But they still have a lot of the little quirks and like ideas and ideologies and things that, you know, Czech Republic and Poland has at the same time, right? And especially with certain festivals that they have all over the country, which have become popular. Like, for example, you have Oktoberfest, which honestly I'm not even sure what the history behind that, but kind of interesting. They have cheap beer overall in Germany as well.
They really
Good
do not
beer.
have cheap beer, but we move.
Okay, whatever, but it's good apparently. I'm not a beer person, so I can't really tell on that. But honestly, I don't even know much about Germany. I'm not gonna lie. I know a few people who live there, and I've been there like once maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
My input.
Yeah.
Germany, very divided country. Due to the fact that a couple of years ago, let's say a good until like the 50s or 60s, I'm unsure now, it was divided, it was split. Yeah, Eastern Germany and Western Germany. If you go to the remnants of old Eastern Germany today, you will see communist architecture everywhere, bro. The economic imbalance there is still, still there. Western Germany,
I mean, you can still find
Western
that
Germany
stuff.
still moving mad against them.
I mean, you can still find the communist like memorabilia and like buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Here in the Czech Republic, in Poland,
Yeah,
and
they've been
Slovakia
taking
as
them
well.
down recently. Good fun facts. Obviously, because of current events. German people. Germany has become basically the direct opposite of what the good old fascists stood for. It's quite funnily enough. Obviously Germany lost the war, then some things happened, then they invited a bunch of Turkish people to come and do some repairs and whatnot. And, the Turkish people just stayed there, and now there are a bunch of Muslims there, and, Germany, failed society.
That's right. They also had an entire immigration problem a few years back.
Yep.
With the Syrians and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's facts. I don't know how that's going in recent times right now. I just know that back then it was a problem, or everyone was complaining about it.
Yeah, because we flat out refused to take them, and they're just like, well, you're an EU state, and then Germany got a bit bossy, basically. We just didn't like that. We're very conservative in the Czech Republic. Slavic countries in general, we're very conservative. We like to keep things as we have it, and that is why, in my opinion, we have the advantage over these Western countries. Because they'll just take anybody, as long as you pay a tax. And that is just, in my humble opinion, it's not good. I'm the least thing from a racist. I'm the least thing from someone who has a problem with religion. I don't fear any race. I don't have a dispute with them. I think that anything, if you have a good heart and you're smart enough, everyone should get along. But I also am a firm believer of, I'm trying not to get cancelled here, but I am a firm believer that too many cultures, not races, cultures, in one place is bound to have disagreements, and it's bound to cause problems, right? That's why you have all these fucking shootings in the US. That's why you have all these stabbings in London. No,
Bad
not a bad example.
That's a bad
Trust.
comparison.
You
That's a
will
bad-
in
that's a
London,
bad comparison.
bro. You will get shanked or stabbed or whatever, because you are a Albanian and a Serbian cross the street, right? That's an example.
Nah. Most school shootings
I'm not
in
talking about school
America,
shootings.
just like most knife attacks in England, are not racially motivated. Most. I'm gonna say, obviously not all of them. But
All right.
Definitely
I'll
not
say it
most.
this way, right? So Albania recently, there was an issue in the UK where a bunch of Albanians came illegally. They booted them out, and the Albanians were having mass protests in London. So many, they were blocking up streets. They were doing this and that and this and that. Bro, this is not Albania. This is the United Kingdom, right? Why in the holy fuck do you think you have the right to go in the street and protest about this, right? I understand free country, blah, 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 blah. But then the next week, or like last week, there was Albanian Independence Day. What did the Albanians do? Oh, guess. Blocked up all the fucking streets holding Albanian flags. If you like Albania that much, go to Albania and do that. Yeah? It's like with the... Actually, I'll get to that later, but it's just... it's incomprehensible for me. It's like one big pot of people that are not actually of that nationality in that nation. Why are you there? Why are you there? If you're there for a specific reason, like for example to study and then go home, yeah, that's fine with me. Absolutely fine. If you're there for work purposes, that's fine for me. But if you're there, if you've literally come to this country with the mindset that like, oh yeah, this country very rich, good money. I stay here. I have wife, children, and they have children. They have children. It doesn't sit with me. I understand that there are certain things in these other countries, like for example, Albania and Poland. As we said, they were very poor parts of this country. But look at what you have in that country. For example, Poland. You're in the middle of nowhere in Poland, right? You probably have like a house, you have some heating. You know, life's not the best, but it could be worse. Look how they're living in fucking India, for example, right? Look at that. Compare that and that. They really don't live that bad.
Nah, but here's the thing, right? Anyways, like I said, with the knife attacks, bad example, but for sure, when it comes to the mixing of all of these cultures and stuff like that, the biggest problem with that, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before on another episode, but it's that, the problem itself is not that there's a bunch of different like immigrants coming into different countries and things, or refugees or whatever. That's not the problem itself. The problem arises after, once they're already there, and is because, or not because, oftentimes, or not, yeah, I'd say oftentimes, the immigrants themselves, or refugees, they try recreating their culture and country within the country that they moved in.
Yeah.
So let's take in the case of the Albanians moving to England, a whole bunch of them moving in England. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, yeah, maybe there's gonna be a few people that just don't like Albanians or racist, whatever it happens. That's everywhere. You're not gonna, it's not possible for everyone to be okay with it, alright? That's okay. But the problem arises when those Albanians, instead of trying to like, you know, coexist with English people and their own culture, because they did go move to their, you know, area, their country, they try recreating the exact same thing, trying to make everyone around them experience the Albanian life, for example, and that's when the problem arises. That's when, you know, a lot of racists are coming in, that's where big problems come in, and that's the same thing if we're gonna go back to Germany. That was the big problem, the issue that many Germans had with the refugees coming into Germany, because many of them, they were causing trouble, honestly. They were just making a lot of noise, being like, if I'm gonna be like blunt about it, like annoying for many of the residents there, of the country, citizens I should say. So that was the big issue. But anyways, I think we went off topic quite a bit right now. We're not completely off topic, but like veered off course a little bit. All in all, Germany is pretty okay, strong economy, but it could get a little bit better. They got quite a lot of problems when it comes to culture and government, but I'll give them a solid, like, you know what? I'm gonna give them a 6.
Oh, I'll give them a 5. Japan. What are we saying about Japan, boy?
Well, I said 6, yeah? Yeah, I said 6. Where did I put England? I didn't even put England anywhere now that I think about it. I'll put England if Germany's at 6. No. Yeah, 6. If Germany's at 6, I'll put England at 7. And Japan, right? Honestly, Japan is a really special case because when it comes to culture, it is completely different than any other country we've mentioned so far, right? Not only because it's Asian, but because Japan, their entire culture is built off of respect. And every single form and aspect you could think of it, that's their entire culture. In the way that you need to be able to respect and properly address people that are older than you, more like smarter than you, above you in a workplace, school place, or whatever. Even when it comes to addressing siblings, older, younger, female, male, parents, daughters, sons, any like, you just have to be able to just respect everyone. That's one thing. Just being able to greet the right people in the right certain way could be offensive. The way that they act in society when you're in a restaurant, when you're out shopping and whatnot, that's also a big issue. Like, a lot of what I've heard is that a lot of Japanese people who live in Japan, who experience tourists, most Japanese people very much dislike tourists because they're unable to actually, not necessarily assimilate, especially when they're just a tourist on vacation or whatever. But it's imagine if Japan is a completely water cooled country, and you have an American tourist coming in. That American is a representation of a fire coming down, a forest fire. Yeah. America is a forest fire coming down onto the nice calm lake of Japan, and they're just burning around the forest.
No. Japan's
Japan's
the cool lake, and the Americans are the fishermen.
You know what? I'm not gonna say fishermen. You know what America is? It's a factory next to the
lake.
Oh
yeah, dumping all the waste into it. Yeah. Pretty much.
They just come in there thinking they're doing a good thing by building, I don't know, fucking tires or whatever, but they're dumping all their chemical waste inside of that lake. They're just really disruptive to that entire culture. But if someone were to move, if you were to live in Japan and actually be able to learn all of their little, how to actually properly live there, how to respect people, how to do the right things and whatnot, and then I'd say from what I've heard at least, Japan is a really great place to live. They have a decent economy. Government is quite questionable sometimes as well though, but when it comes to cultural things, besides the respect and whatnot, when it comes to shows, movies, activities, festivals, things like that, they're really rich when it comes to these types of things. Basically on the same level as Slavic countries who take pride in their past, Japan is the exact same thing, if not more. When they take a crazy amount of pride in their country's history and the people that have run the country, legends, stories, things like that. The food in Japan is pretty good too, not gonna lie. Sushi, fish food, that's all good.
Talking about Japan, they are first in the World Cup currently in Group E. They've beat Spain and they've beat Germany. Yeah.
Really? Wait, they're first?
Yeah, for points they are. It's mad.
That's actually insane, because I know they won their first game.
They have 6 points. Spain has 4 points. Costa Rica has 4 points, and Germany has 2 points.
That's crazy, bro, man. Oh, that actually reminds me. Have you ever heard of the anime Blue Lock?
Oh yeah, they've got the shirts designed after it, right?
Yeah, Blue Lock is a really popping soccer anime right now, or football anime. And it's gotten a lot of people in the anime community really hyped about soccer and stuff. And now the fact that Japan is first in their group, even though the group stage is not over yet,
bro.
at least not
it's
for Group
a prophecy.
E. It's actually insane. It's
I
like,
think that's motivated them, to be fair.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure,
All
for
right,
sure.
let's put Japan. I'd say Japan.
I'm gonna put Japan right under Canada at number 5.
Yeah, I'll bump Germany and England down by 1 and put it at number 5 as well. It's somewhere in the middle for me, to be honest. Never been, but I'd love to see it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same. Anyways, next on the list, right? Let's throw in there a completely curveball, right? Kenya. What's your opinion on Kenya?
Don't know anything about Kenya, I'm gonna be honest.
Nothing at all? You even know what Kenya is? No Google that. You're not allowed Googling. No Googling. Where's Kenya? Where's Kenya on the map? We're in Africa. Where's Kenya in Africa? Don't Google it.
Northeast.
Take a guess.
Northeast.
Yeah, that's
I did not Google that.
Yeah.
I literally was about to, but I just spat out Northeast. Was that right?
Yeah, it's northeast of Africa.
Oh wait, I actually go to. What the fuck? Base.
Yeah. It's northeast of Canada. It's on the coast as well.
I'm so good at this. Crazy. Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya, I'm not gonna lie. It don't got much going for it when it comes to living.
It doesn't. Like, I'd put that. Actually, I'll bump up the US to number 8 at this point, and I'll put Kenya at number 10, and then.
You're gonna leave number 9.
Yeah, because I realized Kenya's much worse than that. What I was gonna put at 10.
Yeah, like, okay. Kenya's really a nice country to visit.
Not to live in.
You know,
it's like Greece, where it's not good to live, but good to visit. You know.
I'm not gonna say all of Greece though. Not all of Greece.
Possible.
The big cities in Greece. The big city. I wouldn't want to live. It's just like in Italy. Big cities in Italy, I would not want to be living in there. It's nice to visit, but like Rome, Naples, amazing, beautiful cities, but nothing you'd wanna live in. Definitely not. Pretty nah. But
basically, the Slavsky podcast has interpreted Kenya as a big no-no. No offense to Africa. But you move differently. We ain't about that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
we're not about that.
Like for example, right in America, you'll get jumped by some kid with an AK. In England, right, you'll get jumped with some kid with a knife. In Kenya, fam, you're just getting jumped with a kid with a tiger, bro. Like, I don't know what's scarier. I'm not gonna lie. I think the tiger is much scarier,
bro. Pulled up with Tyson's old fucking cats.
Oh wait, that actually just reminded me, and this is really completely off topic, right? So in America, right, there was actually this news article a few years back about how an airplane carrying a whole bunch of cocaine crashed, and $1 million worth of cocaine was left there in the middle of the forest, and they found out after searching for the plane crash for about 1 or 2 months later that a grizzly bear, actually ate and ingested all of the cocaine from that plane. And they found the bear like a few hundred meters away, dead. The bear was dead a few hundred meters away from the crash. And when they did an autopsy on it, they found out that he actually like ate all the cocaine and died from like, I don't know, a whole bunch of like heart attacks, shit like that, right? And when on that news article, it was quite a big meme at the time. Some guy commented that there was probably like a 10-minute window when that bear ate the cocaine and before he died, where he was the most dangerous animal on the planet. Like an apex predator. Imagine a bear. Grizzly bears are crazy as hell. I'm not gonna lie, deadly. Imagine on cocaine.
Oh, okay.
And now this is the point that I wanted to make out of all this. Americans actually made a movie about this. They're making a movie about this. You know what's the name of the movie?
Coke Bear.
Cocaine Bear. I swear to God, I wish it was fake.
Sharknado all over again, bro.
Oh no, it's literally the same thing. Like I saw that on Twitter and I thought it was fake. I saw it, Cocaine Bear, and I'm like, no, this has to be fake, bro. This has to be fake.
Cocaine. Oh my god, it comes up first in recommended while searching. Cocaine Bear trailer. Drug-fueled animal goes on murderous rampage in real life. What is the story of Cocaine Bear? After a failed drug smuggling operation, a black bear ingests a large amount of cocaine and goes on a drug-fueled rampage. Was there really a cocaine bear?
Yeah.
Yes, cocaine bear was real.
Yeah.
Here's the backstory. Nearly 40 years after a 175-pound black bear found and ingested cocaine in a Georgia forest, the drug binge has inspired a movie. Fuck's sake. Fucking Americans. They'll find anything to make a film about, honestly. Do you want to hear something very American that I've just found on Twitter? So, a woman posted a photo of her and some, like, fat guy, right? She has said, exactly 1 year ago, my sugar daddy, Brad, passed away. He was 47 and died because of a heart attack and untreated diabetes. We had an incredibly toxic relationship, and ultimately, I wish I never met him. As horrible as he was, I'm sitting here and trying to dig up a good memory to remember him on this day. So here it is. Brad, you bought me my first pair of Louboutins, my first Birkin, and my first and only racehorse. You understood the value of my time, and for that, I honor you with my time today by making this post for you. I still don't forgive you for taking me out of the will after you attacked me while you were on Whippets. However, you knew I would always be okay, and yes, I've been living a double life this whole time with the guy you thought was my gay bodyguard, and I'm also an author and serial entrepreneur, so let's call it even. I will finally visit you one of these days. Rest in peace. P.S. Please don't haunt me again. Demander.
Okay, what the hell? That was so
No,
random, but
you don't get the joke at the end. Her name is
Honestly,
her name is
not-
Demander. Demand, like she demanded shit from it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get it. You're Canadian.
Okay, that was a bad joke. That was a
fucking
bad story,
Canadian.
bro.
Shut up. Up next, we got Sweden.
Okay, yeah, we'll end it on a good note. Last country,
I was
Sweden.
like, good note, bro. Sweden's a fucking massive L. They've invited.
Ah,
No.
Sweden's nice.
You don't even know what's going on. So the far, whatever the fuck party has won, right? Far right, I believe, party has won. They want to kick all the Muslims out. I don't blame them, bro. They are a fucking nuisance. I've met some of them there. I went to Sweden one time and it was an exchange trip. I met this guy, he's called Masood. I met him. Really fucking nice guy. Didn't speak English, but some guys translated for me. Really fucking nice guy, like genuinely, right? Bro walked to Europe, no cap, right? And they have like special classes for them and everything there in Sweden. It's all cool. It's not cool when you have a group of thousands of Arabs sitting in Stockholm protesting with the flags of their countries. It's like the Albanian problem all over again, yeah? And rapes have gone up, mass killings have gone up, everything's gone up. So where's the problem? Those problems weren't there when the Muslims weren't there. So this is not a part of me trying to single out a people or a group, right? This is me looking at statistics of an arrival and an increase of said activity, right? This is how it is. It's unsafe in Sweden, yeah? It's unsafe. It's just unsafe. It's unsafe. It sucks. Sweden's great, but it's just unsafe.
So it is great. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not, because people live in constant fucking fear.
Okay, besides that.
Oh, wow, right,
that.
yeah. So you're going to go to a country and be like, oh, that was great, but I felt scared the whole time. Brilliant. So Sweden...
That's like Africa, pretty much.
I'm putting Sweden at number 9. I'm sorry, Sweden. I love you, Sweden, but I can't put you any higher.
9?
Yeah. Kenya's number 10, Sweden 9, USA 8. I'll give 7 to the UK. I'll give 6 to Germany. I'll give my 5 to Japan. I'm giving my 4 to Poland, 4 to Canada, 3 to Poland, 2 to Slovakia, number 1 to the Czech Republic. And that's not a biased opinion, that is what I have seen. Experienced. Never been to Canada and Japan and Kenya, but other than that, I've been to all of them.
I'm gonna go for my top 10 in that case. I'm gonna go with number 10, we're gonna have Kenya. Number 9, I'm gonna put in there the USA. Number 8, I don't know, man. The Sweden thing, you kind of got me. Kind of got me fucked up with Sweden, right? I don't know. I'm gonna leave number. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna put Sweden on number 8 because I don't know what else to put there. With Number 7. Number 7, we're gonna have Germany in there. Number 6, Poland. Number 5, Japan. Wait, I missed something. Hold up. Yeah, England. Hold up. Okay, that was number 8. So number 10 we got Canada. Not Canada. Number 10 we got Kenya. Number 9 we got America. Number 8 we got
Sweden.
England.
What the fuck?
Then, yeah. Then we got Sweden. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sweden is a beautiful country.
It is.
I can't put it below. Anyway, so that's number 7 for Sweden. Number 6, Germany. Number 5, Japan. Number 4, Canada. Number 4 is Slovakia. Number 3, Canada. Number 2, Poland. Number 1, Czech.
No.
I guess so.
Poland's nice, but Czech just tops it. Every aspect. Except for size and sea, maybe. That's about it. Traditions are the same, quite literally.
Honestly, for me, personally, the one downside that I actually have about the Czech Republic is they just need a little bit more a diverse cuisine. If I could actually like that's honestly just one thing that I'm missing from the food. I'm a foodie, bro. I love food.
Have you eaten smažený sír? Okay. I'll name all the foods. You say yes or
fried
no.
Cheese.
Have you eaten goulash?
Yeah.
Have you eaten svíčková? Vepřo knedlo zelo. Halušky. A Slovakian, but it counts.
Yeah. I had that today, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, a while back, but yeah.
Kořená paprica.
Are those like cubes?
No, whatever.
I don't think so. Maybe once.
What's it called? Ondráž.
No idea what that
Bramborák
is.
plněnej.
Of course.
Like ondráž, pole, like a filled. It's like a bramborák, like a
Oh,
potato.
okay. Bramborák. Oh, it's filled.
Potato pancake per se, right? And they flip it over like this, like just like in half, and they fill it with like meat, cheese, everything you can think of, bro.
Okay, then yeah, I've had that once. Yeah.
How is that not good? It's bare good.
No, I'm not.
The thing is,
I'm not saying
Slavic
that it's not
cuisine
good.
works with the same ingredients, yet they make a different result out of it. So Polish food.
That's how all cuisine works.
Like, for example, knedlíky, no, that's like they use the same ingredients as pierogi. They just made a different way, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm not complaining about the food. I'm just saying I just like exotic food. I love Spanish food.
What the fuck makes that exotic?
That's what exotic means. Exotic means foreign. So foreign is a synonym for exotic.
Well, Czech food should be foreign to you, fucking dickhead. You live in Canada.
Well, not if I'm living here. If I'm living here, it's not exotic. It's not foreign anymore. Because I live here. So me, like I said, I'm a foodie, bro. I love foreign food. So I just want to be able to go to the city
shut
and
up
have
about
some
food, bro. We run the food tier list.
Have some like Korean food, some African food, some Indian food.
No, the thing is, I would love to eat all that stuff, but for me, it's just too complicated to eat. Like ramen, how the fuck am I supposed to eat that with chopsticks, bro?
Yeah, see, you're not a foodie. You don't understand.
I feel awkward sitting in a restaurant and then be like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Nah, see, I just love that. I love that, bro. Especially Korean food. Korean food, honestly, you would hate Korean food, especially at a Korean restaurant. You know how they eat their food there? Instead of ordering like a meal,
right, you get the meat and you put it on the slab.
You order ingredients.
All right.
You
put it on the grill,
ingredients.
Right? Like barbecue.
Yeah, like obviously all the ingredients or all the meats and stuff like that, they're already all seasoned, but they're raw. And you just throw it on the grill. That's part of the table. And you eat it, and you just keep ordering ingredients, throw it on the grill, eat, throw grill, eat, throw grill, and just keep doing that. And I don't know, it's really fun.
I could do that as well, to be fair. I'd probably find that alright.
It's a fun experience, I'll say it like that, you know? Anyways,
No, catchphrase. Catchphrase. I want a fucking catchphrase. I don't care how we do it. I will not leave until we come up with a fucking catchphrase.
Slavsky.
That's a sound, not a catchphrase.
That's
We
the
used to
same
like say
thing.
"see you later, losers" or "see you later, Slavs" or "slaves" or nah,
Slavs.
because not everyone's Slavic. That would be racist.
And not everyone's a slave. No one's a slave except our
The
editor.
fact that you listen to this shit, you already become my slave.
Honestly, yeah, at that point, yeah, you pretty much a slave.
If you follow
at
the
this point.
Instagram, you're automatically a slave.
If you follow everything and listen to the end of this episode,
You're a slave.
Like, actually, yeah. Now this is how we get canceled, bro. This is how you get canceled.
Nah.
Like down the line, like for this year, maybe next year, it's good. After that, once this shit gets popping off and we're getting thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, it's done. People find this episode, we're done. Cancelled. Done.
I have made a severe lapse in judgment. I would like to apologize. You are not slaves. You are, as we would call in the Czech Republic, nevolník, takzvaně.
Okay.
I think that's acceptable.
We're not gonna call
Oh,
them.
can't we like make the catchphrase like chus pichus or something like dumb shit like that?
Choose boost?
No, that's dumb. The chus pichus. No, can't we like make it like a Slavic thing? Like
we could.
tak chus kundibadi.
What, bro? You're not even speaking Czech properly at that point, bro, or Polish, or bro. I don't know. It could be like, I don't know, like you know what?
Když nemůžeš, tak přidej víc.
Bruh.
Zařvi prostě z plných plic. Slavsky. No.
That is.
Anna.
You know what I just realized? The American version of that song would be like Fireflies. Same, like, you know, everyone knows it, but no one listens.
Nah.
Everyone knows it, but like, ain't nobody gonna sing. Like nobody actually listens to it. You know?
Fireflies is like 10 years old now, even older probably.
It's older, bro. It's like 15 years old at least. Old. But no,
I would like to make
no
myself
idea.
believe that planet Earth turns slowly. No.
Prostě křič splný.
Woo!
Yeah. So
On that
honestly, let's just go
on
with, like,
that note,
losers.
check.
What?
All right, look, my brain is slowly turning off, and I still have to drive home. Listen, all right, lads, ladies and gents, listen, all right. So if you go to the Instagram, you go to the Twitter, you go to the Discord. Oh wait, we haven't done that yet, but it's in progress. You'll find the Linktree link. You go there, you find everything about us. You got the TikTok, you got the Instagram, you got the Twitter. So if you find one of them, you got them all. Don't forget to click the follow button. I'm slowly dying while saying this, because you do not want to miss like anything, because we're not really active. You won't really miss anything, but it helps us. Apparently, management has told me that. By management, I mean the other guy. Yeah. So do that, pretty please. Thank you very much. Second thing is, Christmas is coming soon.
Yes,
Christmas
sir.
is around the corner. What about the 25 days of Slavsky, bro?
Give me 25, like a date. No, we're not doing. Ain't no. I'm no. Nope. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to editor. I'm sorry to all our fans. No, I'm not doing 25 days, bro. This ain't no Advent. We're not. This is not Hanukkah, bro. We can't be gift giving, bro. Every fucking days for 12 days or how many days Hanukkah is, bro. Nah. This ain't Jesus coming back to life on the day 7.
I am
on Sunday.
Jesus. I'm fucking the reincarnation of Jesus. Fat Jesus, but you know, we move.
Fat Jesus with weird ass Sasuke tattoos and a red hoodie. Yeah.
Allow the snake. Okay, on that note, that's it. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I wanted to end 5 minutes ago.
I have no words for that. All right, well, see you next time, everyone. Possibly next week or the week after that. We're trying to keep it consecutive and, constructive and, active.
I said we've been. I said this is called consecutivity. This. We said that we're gonna post every second week. This is the second week.
It's actually we posted last week. It's been 1 week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
exactly. See?
You see us moving mad.
So that means I can take a 2 week
No,
break
shut
now.
the fuck up. We're doing the one next week. I don't care how you do it.
You're crazy.
Shut up, bro.
That's suicidal.
No, it's not suicidal. It's realistic. All right. Well, see you later, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. And wait, this is where the catchphrase comes in. Anything coming to mind?
Choose boost.
Just bichos.
Aye, let's end it with that.